When I clambered up, an aggressive gush of milk came out of both breasts. I literally projectile sprayed breast milk everywhere. Hello, Sophiena and Emma. I treated my 2 daughters to a pick and mix over a week ago, and my 6-year-old's bag was still in the cupboard. I thought, oh, she obviously doesn't want them now. So whilst on the hunt for a midnight snack, I tested them.
Oh, gosh.
The next day, she looked in the cupboard for her sweets, only to find the majority had gone missing. She asked, hey, what's happened to my sweets? And I replied, if sweets are left in the cupboard for too long, they dissolve. She then went to tell her sister in the next room. My 11-year-old raised her eyebrows at me and said, oh, they dissolve, do they, Mum? My 6-year-old started frowning, and it took all I had to stop myself from laughing. I don't think they bought it, but I will take this to the grave. From Tiff.
Thank you, Tiff. You've made me feel so much better, because you know what? I had a nightmare a couple of weeks ago, and I chucked all the children's Halloween sweets away.
By accident?
No, on purpose. Because I had this dream that someone had drugged all the children's sweets, so I chucked them all away. Even now, Dottie's like, I don't know where my Halloween sweets were.
Like, yeah, me neither.
Me neither. I don't know what happened with those.
Yeah,
I thought someone had spiked my children. Then I was like, they went crazy after eating all these sweets. Obviously, it was the sugar. Me, in my pregnancy state, was like, someone's drugged the sweets. We need to bin them. I must have got up at like 1:20 in the morning or something mental, chucked them in the bin.
Oh, my God.
Children wake up and they were like, oh, can we have some of our sweets? I was like, yeah, after school. They come home after school. I was like, where's our Halloween sweets? I was like, oh, my God, what have you done with them? Where are they? Dad, have you had the baby sweets?
Dad's had them.
I did blame.
Oh, my God.
Did blame Chrissy, and then he said, I don't remember eating them. And I was like, you did.
Have they
You
got
ate all
have
of
they got
them.
over it? Okay.
No, they still talk about it now.
Do they?
We're in Christmas. I was like, wow, we've got the advent
Yeah, we're in
calendars.
December.
Got the advent calendars coming.
Yeah, they'll be on to the next thing.
Exactly,
soon.
yeah.
At least they didn't have to have all that sugar and stuff.
Some of them were not in wrappers.
Oh, no, yeah, it's a bit unhygienic, isn't it?
Right, trigger warning, okay, before we go into this. What I don't understand, right, and Dottie makes an incredible, I feel like you'd have a really fascinating conversation with Dots about this. So Dotsie is freaking out about Santa being in our house. Okay, so if there's little people around, please turn this off, turn it down, skip forward, because this is your trigger warning, okay? She doesn't want him in the house because she's like, one, you tell me not to take things off for strangers. I don't know Santa personally, so I don't want to take toys off him. And I was like, right, okay
Fair,
then.
yeah.
And then she was like, also, I don't want him in my house. Would you open the door to a stranger and let him sit in your house,
He
Mummy?
doesn't come through the door, though. He comes down the chimney.
We don't have a chimney. We've got a magic key. Because he comes through the front door. And she goes, so would you then open the door to a stranger, Mum, and ask him to sit on the sofa while you got him a glass of milk? This is how she's talking to me. I said,
Only with Santa.
only Santa. Everybody knows Santa. She's having nightmares about it. She keeps waking up screaming, saying, please don't leave the key out for him. I don't want him to come in.
It's a problem because it's like it's a double messaging, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
So
contradicting
when
yourself.
you actually sit there and think about it, I'm asking her to sit on the lap of a strange man
I
that
don't
she's
think they do that anymore.
never ever met. Yes, they do. Or you sit next to a bench next to him, don't you?
Have a little chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's taking it very literally.
It's clearly playing on her little mind. Very, very intelligent little
You just
girl.
got to say, like, he's
Colby literally told her to shut up.
he's not like normal people. He's okay. He's okay to come in your house and leave you presents.
But is he okay?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this. Obviously, I'm here. I'm in the club. I'm doing it, guys. But I do understand where she's coming from. And I understand that she's having full-on night terrors about it. Like, she's fully scared.
But he's magic, so
I did say
it's
that.
fine.
I said he's magic, and I
Yeah.
said he lives in the North Pole. We're trying to watch lots of lovely Christmas movies.
Yeah, and he'll just be in and out super quick because he's got loads of presents to
I said he's
deliver.
going to go and see loads.
He's
of
not going to be hanging
people.
around.
No, I said he won't hang around. I think she's more scared that she's going to wake up and he's going to just be chilling on the couch watching Netflix.
She won't even see him.
You don't know though, do you?
My sister saw him once on our roof.
Exactly,
so
yeah. I heard his boots once, and we had snow left in ours.
You never know.
That he bought from the North Pole.
Bottled
Bottled it up and it melted, didn't it?
Dissolving sweets is a genius excuse, so well
Genius.
done, Tiff.
Thank you, Tiff. Appreciate you. Sorry, I went on a little bit of a rampage then, but that was... sorry. Always making it about myself.
Also, what kind of willpower on that child to not eat sweets straight away? Put them in the cupboard for later.
Yeah. No, I would have...
Love that.
Well, it depends how big the bag was.
All
You know,
right.
if you've got one of those long marshmallows, that's a lot to eat. isn't
Like
it,
the
when you're
long
6?
plastic cone of sweets.
No, like the real long string of marshmallow.
A flump?
Yeah, but it's massive. You can like twirl
Like
it
a
around.
rope.
Yeah, like a rope. Yeah.
I did it all in one go.
You're 35. She's 6. She'd swell up like Veruca Salt, poor thing. Was it Veruca?
I think it's Violet Beauregard.
Was it Violet
No,
Beauregard?
who is it that eats everything? It's Veruca
I
Salt.
thought it was Veruca Salt.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, but then Violet Beauregard turns violet.
She always chews bubblegum, doesn't she?
Yeah, and she takes the wrong chewing gum and she swells out, doesn't she? Violet? Is it Violet or
Yeah.
Veruca's the gymnastic
She's the
that goes
the bratty one, isn't she?
She
Veruca
goes
Salt.
on like
Anywho.
Anywho, thank you, Tiff. Appreciate your messaging and hope you enjoyed the pick a mix.
Yeah. I love a pick a mix.
Yes. Not when everyone's fingered it though.
You're obsessed.
They do, don't they? They finger the dish where you get your pick a mix from. Not everyone uses a spatula. They just grab it. And...
Yeah, sometimes I do that when I'm just like going around the shop, just taste a bit for free as you go.
I thought it was free.
Yeah.
I thought if you ate it in the shop,
It was fine. Yeah.
It's what my
You got to taste test it.
That's what my mum used to tell me. I tell the children that. Yeah, help yourself. It's free sweets. They fill up their jumpers.
As long as you don't take it outside, it's free.
Right, let's go into number 2.
All right, this one is from another daddy in the Secret Mum
All
Club.
the
Saying
daddies.
daddy feels so weird. Hi, Sophiena and Emma. My wife and I have 3 children, and there are times that my wife goes out to have a girls' night out, which I absolutely love to see her doing. The one issue I have is when I'm at home with the children alone, people say, "Oh, you're babysitting," and it drives me crazy. Me too. I never know what to say and I end up biting my tongue. Just because I'm the dad does not mean I'm babysitting my children. I'm just taking care of them like I do every day with my wife. Do people say that to your husband or fiance? If so, what do they say or think about it? And what are your thoughts on this? Love the podcast, Darren.
Darren, I absolutely adore this perspective.
I love that message, Dazza.
How beautiful is that for a man to message in and say this? Because this is something women talk about a lot.
I know. And do you know what? I was reluctant to say that this was unusual because it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't.
It shouldn't be. A woman going out and a dad staying at home to look after the children shouldn't be unusual, but
It
is. It's more unusual than the other way around, I would say.
But then I think as well, it's only unusual because it's really hard for a mum to go out.
Yeah.
Because we do have that responsibility all day, every day. And I was talking about it with the lady on the train today, is that men don't understand how hard we have it at home, but we equally don't know what it's like leaving every day and going to work.
Well, I do.
Well, yeah, you do, yes. But when Chris was working on a building site, I didn't know what it was like for him to have that time away from the house.
Yeah.
And I sometimes used to sympathise with him because I'd feel bad. That
Well,
I got
no,
all
as
this
someone
time.
who's at home and at work, going to work is 100% easier
Oh, yes.
than being at home.
I don't know, because mine are both in school, aren't they? They're big.
Yeah, but and
Yeah.
also, do you know what? Some people's jobs are very difficult and are physically hard and demanding and challenging. Mine is not. So for
Don't say
me,
that.
going to work
It would
is
be challenging for me to read that all the time.
no, but going to work for me is a nice little break,
Yeah.
to be honest. But I find being at home is harder work. So
I feel like there's a divide. Feel like
But there is.
It's a hard topic to talk about.
more unusual for dads to be at home.
Because
I would
also,
say.
and it's also everybody perceives things and deals with things completely differently.
Yeah.
So somebody at home may deal with it differently to the next person that's at home and so forth. But people do say to me,
Yeah, people say it to me all the time. Or they'll say it to Stefan. They'll say, "Oh, you babysitting Joseph this weekend? What are you going to do?" And I'm like, "I do that all the time. I don't get any special praise."
You can't really say anything. You just got to like. Yeah.
No, I think we should call it out.
Oh, I do say to people, he's not babysitting. He's being a dad.
Yeah.
He's looking after his own children.
Yeah.
He's not babysitting his nieces and his nephew.
Yeah.
He's watching.
Yeah.
He's being dad.
Yeah. It's funny how society still thinks that about dads, though, isn't it? It must
Yeah.
be frustrating, like Darren says. It must be frustrating for dads as well, because they're like,
Yeah, bless
No.
Darren as well, how he feels.
"Yeah, I look
Someone
after my
saying-
children all the time. I'm not babysitting them. They're my kids."
You just can't. Yeah, but it's not even looking after them. We're not looking after them. You're parenting.
Yeah.
It's not looking after, is it? We're just parenting.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love that Darren's come in with that one.
Yeah.
But
me
it's
too.
nice. Thank you for so much, because it's, I say for a woman, it's nice to know that men experience this as well.
Yeah.
In the sense that we're not alone in our gender. Like, oh,
Yeah.
you're a woman, so people ask you that question.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that men get asked it, even though
As
it's
well.
not the nicest
Yeah.
thing.
I love that he loves his wife going out as well. I
Oh,
mean,
God,
as
what a
he
dude.
should,
Yeah.
obviously. But I do know, like, some of my friends' partners are like,
Dread it.
They dread it, or they're like reluctant for their partner to go out, or they're like, oh, what am I going to feed
Chris
what am I going
loves-
to feed the baby tonight? Like, Stefan's really encouraging, I have to say. In
Chris
fact,
is
he's
really-
like, you should go out more.
Chris is really encouraging.
I'm
Chris
starting
loves
to think
it.
he doesn't want to hang out with me.
Yeah, I do get that impression sometimes, but to be honest, the feeling's mutual.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
But Chris is really encouraging. Chris is always,
Yeah.
Chris loves that I come up here and I
Yeah.
see you and we record this and we're here, there and everywhere. And he feels really fortunate to be in a position where he's at home at the moment to do stuff that and it's sad because not every dad will ever experience this.
Yeah.
The only rare few will. And it's an opportunity that we'd never ever get again. So Chris was relishing in it.
It's so nice for the babies to have one-on-one time with their dad as well. Like Stefan has quite a lot of that with Joseph, and I think it's so nice that like he will go to Stefan. He's comfortable to go to Stefan for stuff. I mean, obviously, if we're both there, I'm still the number one choice. But if he's on his own with Stefan, that's absolutely fine because he's kind of used to it, which is really nice as well.
It's helped our house to have a little bit more.
An equal split.
It is equal.
Yeah.
It's helped the house be equal. So now the babies don't always ask me, Mum, can you get me a drink? I'll be in the bath. They'll be like, can you get me a drink? Where's your dad? He's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Ask Daddy then.
Hello.
So now they just naturally maybe ask for him more than me now because I'm not around.
They know that he can actually do stuff as well.
Yeah, and he's always there, whereas I'm here, there, and everywhere at the moment.
Yeah.
But thank you, Darren.
Yeah, I love that.
Love
Thanks,
the daddies
Darren.
coming in. All scrotums are welcome.
Darren really took our message on board. So
he did. And he
thank you
messaged in.
for
So
getting
thank
in
you.
touch.
We appreciate you, Darren. Thank you. So we're going to hit it off with number 3.
All right, this one says, hi, ladies. I absolutely love you both and the fantastic stories that your wonderful listeners send in. I have a funny secret that I've not told a soul. After I had my first child 13 years ago, I treated myself to an indulgent hot stone massage.
Wow.
Lovely. When I got there, I lay with my face down on the table, eagerly awaiting the massage to start. But I can honestly say I don't remember any of the 1-hour treatment because I fell asleep as soon as the lady started. I love it when that happens. Do you?
Yeah.
Fast forward to the end of the massage, the lady kindly woke me up and informed me that we were finished. She told me to take my time getting ready and to meet her in the lobby. After a few seconds of adjusting my eyes back to reality, I started to lift myself off the table. But the most horrifically funny thing happened. When I clambered up, an aggressive gush of milk came out of both breasts. I literally projectile sprayed breast milk everywhere. In my panic, I scrambled around for something to clean up the mess, and all I could find was some small cotton pads. I stuffed some in my bra and quickly put my clothes back on. I never cleaned up the rest of the milk because it was dark, and I think the towels soaked up most of the milk. I then paid for the treatment and hastily exited the venue. Even though no one saw my mishap, I couldn't face returning to the scene of the milky crime. Love from Joe.
Joe! Oh, Joe! Can you imagine? I just imagine those circle cotton pads just on the nipples.
Yeah. I was thinking, like, you know how they have a hole for the face in the massage table? They should have 2 for the nips as well. Like a cow. Like a cow getting milk out of its udders, and she would have been able to express the milk freely.
She would have, under the bench.
Yeah, put a bucket underneath.
Oh, crumbs.
And collect the milk.
What a bless her heart, though. All I can envision is Katy Perry, you know, when she's got that big sweetie bra on and she's got the cream. You know,
Yeah.
there's Joe like,
Like a milk cannon, just firing it everywhere.
that is iconic. I can't believe you. And she's not stayed anonymous.
No,
Go on, Joe.
13 years.
With those big old milky udders.
Oh, good for you.
God, I hope that's not offensive.
I think it could have happened in a worse place, to be honest.
You must have just been so relaxed. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just leaking right out of you.
honestly, I can't stop thinking of Katy Perry in that sweetie video when she's squirting all the cream out of her boobs.
Yeah.
That's all I can think is Joe doing.
I went for a massage when Joseph must have been like a few months old. And I had to mention to the masseuse, I was like, I'm breastfeeding at the moment, and these rock hard knockers probably aren't going to fit on the table. So she did the massage me laying on my side to protect the old
Boobies.
milk machines.
Udders. Milky bags.
To protect the udders. I didn't leak everywhere.
You didn't give us a Katy Perry on that.
No.
Okay,
No.
Oh, that's Miley Cyrus.